next time.
Hey guys, it's Immortal, and I'm going to be showing you a tutorial on what is the best free recording software for you to use, and how to get it and set it up so it has the right settings and all that. So what you want to do is go to your browser and in Google type in Open Broadcast Software. And click the top link. We'll go to their website. Now you have two options. You can either get the classic or the OBS Studio. I myself use it used to be known as multi-platform. That's the version that I have now, but I haven't updated. So I suggest that you get OBS Studio and whatever you have it for, like Windows 7, 8, 10, Mac, Linux. Alright, once you've done downloading OBS Studio and you've installed it and you've opened OBS, it should come up with something like this. Now normally it would be a white color, that's the default, but I changed it to dark because you can see easier. And you'd probably notice scenes and sources, you wouldn't have any, but since I've been using it I know what to do, so I've got multiple ones there. But what you want to do is go to your settings, and this is for recording YouTube videos as well. So what you want to do is you go to output first, and normally the output mode will be in simple, but change it to advanced, and instead of the streaming tab, go to the recording tab. Now I can't remember the exact default settings for everything, but if you've done what I do, if you do what I do, you should be right. But you leave the type as standard, you obviously choose where you want to save your videos. Now recording format, the most widely accepted format is MP4, so leave it as that. Audio track, for example, if you want to do gameplay commentaries and you want in-game music, select at least 2. Or you can do 3 if you want, if another person's joining in or some collab, but you put audio tracks at 2. The encoder, use X264. Now the rescale output setting, since my laptop isn't that fast, I've just done 720p. See? But you can go 1080, but that's in another section, we'll go to that later. So make sure you can run the selected resolution. The bitrate, if you're doing 720p like I am, make sure it's within 2000 and 3000, so might as well just do 2500. If you're doing 1080, pretty sure you do 4000, something like that. You leave the keyframe interval 0. Now the CPU usage, I like to have it changing something here. There we go. I like to have the CPU usage preset to ultra fast, because my laptop uses a lot of CPU and the gameplay or video sometimes lag, so you make it so it's the highest setting, ultra fast. You should be good to go. I think that's everything there. Now if you go to audio section, I think the default is 44.1 kilohertz, or might be 48, but change it to 48. Channels, put a stereo. Now this depends on what you have, but I just use the mic, so I'll just put the mic in. But if you have a couple of mics, for some reason, you can put the selected ones there, or desktop audio device, leave it as default. Now the desktop audio settings and microphone settings here, I'm not exactly sure what they do, but it says enable push to mute. So you can probably press a hotkey on your keyboard and it mutes the mic, and then there's a delay. So you can make it so it's 5-second delay, the mute. So you can end up what you're saying and then have a little break or something. But alright, once you've done that, go to your video tab. Your renderer should be Direct 3D 11 or 12, whatever you have. The video adapter, if you have one, it should be selected, but I don't have one. Alright, now this is where it's the most important settings. The base resolution you leave at 1080, because that's the only option, obviously. But the output resolution, that's what the actual video will be in. I've done a 720, but you can make it go up to 1080. But as I said earlier, my laptop can't handle a CPU, and I think it's only 4 gig of RAM. But if you have a good PC, obviously put it at 1080 and you should be able to handle it. Now the common FPS values, make it so it's common, not integer or fractional, because you're more likely to stuff up some settings if you do that. But for your FPS settings, if you want 1080p 60 FPS, I recommend doing 59.94. If you're doing 30 FPS, do 29.97. I've read somewhere that I saw a video that if you put on 30, it can sometimes stuff up because it's permanently locked. But it's 29, you can make it go up or something. But the downscale filter, put a bicubic, or if your PC can't handle that, put it to bilinear. Now you can put some hotkeys for, like what I've got here is, if when I want to start recording, I press the one button on the keyboard, and then if I want to stop, I press 0. So if I press 0 now, it'll stop. So that's really good. And you can also do hotkeys for different scenes, and we'll get the scenes and sources after this, but that's handy. But I'd just like to have it stop, start recording, 1 and 0 for each. So that's good. Advanced settings. Make the audio buffering time 100. Make the color format NV12. Just leave all these. There's nothing really to change. So now, once you've done that, you press apply and press OK. And now, what you want to do is set up your scenes and sources. I'll just make a new one, for example. YouTube tutorial, for example. Alright, your scene is basically what you're going to record. So, for example, I've got Asphalt 8, I used to do videos on that. Typing tests I used to do, I used the Shout Out Saturday one, as you can see. Has the sources there, but go to your scene. And your sources is what the program stuffed up, but it's the program that you want to record. So if you go to the plus button here, if you're using Google Chrome, for example, to record Sliderio, you go window capture, and you can't do the same name either. See how I did YouTube tutorial there? If I do the exact same with the correct capitals and everything. Alright, so what I did was opened Google Chrome, and as you can see, Sliderio is there. Now you may notice that there's a red square going along the outline here. Press Control F, and that makes it so it fits the screen perfectly. So, well, you obviously don't want half your screen off the page, do you? But, alright. So that's the program that you want to record. Google Chrome, Sliderio. Easy as that. So if you want to record your voice as well, or if you want some music in the background, you go to the plus button and you go to audio input capture, because it records your audio. If you're doing audio output, that would be recording the game music. So name it Mike or something. And for device, you do your microphone, because obviously you use a microphone. So press OK, and now you're set up and ready to go. So all you have to do from now is you can either press your hotkey that you've applied it to, or you can just simply press the start recording button. And then when you're done recording, you can press either the hotkey, or once you press start recording, it'll change to stop recording. So when you press that and everything's all done, you go to where your video is saved, and from there you can upload to YouTube, edit it in Movie Maker or whatever you use. But that's about it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial, and hopefully you learned something useful. A couple people have been asking how do you record your videos, what to use, etc. So hopefully this elaborates what I do, how I do it. But put down in the comments what more type of tutorials you want to see, how to get rid of text in Photoshop, or for example, on how to do that. So leave comments down below, and it's been Immortal, guys. I hope you have an absolutely awesome day, and I'll catch you